one of the factors that what are the factors that you take most into account when you work with a company? Because like you mentioned it, and you grab the analogy of raising money.
Yeah.
When you go to work in a company and you guarantee your work, you're actually presenting yourself, or this is me assuming that you ask yourself the same questions that an investor would ask.
Yes.
Which is basically, is this good? Is this company going to execute properly and going to be successful?
Yeah.
So what are the very high level, and maybe we can dive into the weeds a little bit more, but taking it from a very high level and bringing it down, what are the characteristics that you look for? And then maybe touch up on the red flags that are like very evident. That's like, hey, if this company shows these patterns, I'm not even touching it.
Okay.
I touched upon a lot of things. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm just jumping down to
yeah.
where you are. All right. So, have you read the book Blink?
I have it on my reading list, and that reading list is every
Very
time I speak with you, it gets longer and longer. So no.
Okay, long story short, Blink basically is this book that says the difference between a novice and a professional is the professional has 10,000 hours of experience under their belt. And because of that, when they see an instance in front of them or a variable in front of them, their brain immediately connects all of these dots, saying these are all of the outcomes that we've seen in the past when this variable has been present. So there's not. I mean, I do. So
those would be like the known knowns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Is that from the book, or did I just?
No, that's from another framework.
Yes.
But it's really funny that you bring that framework up because, there's been a lot of controversy over that framework.
Once you dive into a startup, what is that first characteristic that you look for?
They're more like if-then variables.
Okay.
I think that's a better way to look at it. Because if they have this and they have that, then we can do this. If they have this and they don't have that, then this isn't an option and we have to move to the next.
Because everything is based off of something that's out of your control, basically.
Yeah.
So you're playing chess, but through someone else, through a third party, basically.
Yeah.
So it's like, I hope this person does this, because if this happens, then I can execute on this.
Well,
or no, what I'm trying to look for is basically
you have SWOT analysis, you have pest analysis, you have competitive analysis.
Okay.
You have to look at the size of their team. For example.
So team, there we go. That's something very tangible.
You have to look at what resources they have access to.
Okay.
What resources they can afford to pull in.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to look at their egos as well. Because, for example, if somebody doesn't trust me, or if they don't respect me, or if they sit on a contract too long, those are all red flags to me.
There we go. Okay.
Those, if they sit on the contract too long, that means that they're either unsure of me or they're unsure of themselves.
Okay.
That means that when they need to pull the trigger, they won't, and they'll miss huge opportunities.
Because that's already showing hesitation in the beginning and lack of preparation because they don't know who they're working with.
Or lack of confidence. If they don't believe in themselves, they're going to undersell themselves. Excellent. And when they undersell themselves, they undersell the company. And when they undersell the company, that impacts my success as the person trying to grow their company.
Excellent. Have you had a situation where you misjudged that? The lack of confidence, or maybe you came in and the team presented themselves very well. They were like, yes, they marked all the check boxes, but once you were in, something
I realized everything was wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, I've had that happen a few times.
Can you speak about the most delicate one, maybe? The most painful one.
The most painful one would not be a good idea. Okay. The problem is every company I've worked with, I've kept relationships with at least 2 to 3 people in each of those companies.
Okay.
And I need to protect those.
Sure. You can put it as maybe hypothetical. So if it's a car company, it's like car company.